All right, we'll go ahead and get started. If you have a question for head coach Nicki Collen, please raise your hand in the chat. I'll call on you. Danny Thompson, go ahead.
Coach Danny Thompson, the three-point conversion. Tonight's game wasn't exactly the way you had planned it out. Do you think that the energy level was down from the start of the game, or do you think the team might have just lost the energy level throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, I'm not going to lie, I was scared to death that we weren't going to offensively function without Kennedy. And I thought if you go back and you watch the film and we got layups and open threes in the first two quarters. I thought we functioned at a high level. I thought that, we made a few bad passes, but for the most part, if you'd have told me we were only going to turn the basketball over 15 times, I would have told you we were competing because my biggest fear was turnovers in this game, without the pressure that Kennedy can put on the defense by attacking. And I thought we got really good shots from the tip. We just missed them. We missed 2-footers. We got offensive rebounds, couldn't lay them back in. Got offensive rebounds, kicked out to Strick, couldn't make an open three, after being hot in the last game. And so I think that was problematic. I actually thought our 3-2 zone was pretty effective in stretches, but, against a team this good, we needed to make enough shots to continue to make it competitive. And then, obviously they made everything they took, but, in this league, when you get in a game that you're up 20 points or 25 points and the pressure's off, all of a sudden it's a playground out there, and everybody's having a good time and everybody's not thinking about whether, the shot's going to go or not. They just shoot it. They don't, there's no thinking going on when you're up that big. So I think that's the big difference in this one.
Devontae Hughes, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Devontae Hughes from Georgia Sports Hospitality Media. Are you thinking about any changes heading into the next game to give the team an offensive spark?
That's what I did in this game, The goal was to give us an offensive spark. Mo Billings has struggled a ton, since our first game. And so I thought, her coming off the bench could give us a spark. I thought Strick at the 4 would give us better floor spacing. Courtney Williams went 4 for 17, and a lot of them were open. Strickland went 0 for 6. So, we're not going to compete if those guys, aren't making shots, consistently. So I don't think it comes down to offensive spark. I think we got enough good shots. I think, Brittany Griner's someone that Kalani can play against. This is a tough game for Kalani. When they're playing Howard and Stewie, there's no one for her to guard. So, hopefully we get her to the point where she's in shape enough that going forward in the future that we don't feel that way. Because we know we can throw it to her on the low block and she's capable of scoring. But I just think that I started the best spacing lineup I could start under the circumstances. And, I thought Betnijah did an incredible job on Stewie. She's 6'1", guarding 6'5", 6'6". And so, if there's one positive takeaway, we guarded the heck out of Stewie. We did a good job on her.
Danny Thompson, we'll go back to you.
Coach, you kind of went into my question about Betnijah on her defense on Stewie tonight. I had mentioned to you earlier, I had a question asked you about a couple of games ago about Betnijah taking on the best offensive player defensively. Did her performance on Stewie tonight maybe change your mind a bit about letting her guard some of the better players one-on-one in situations like that?
We already do. She gets the toughest assignment. It doesn't matter if it's Arike at the 2 or if it's Stewie at the 4. We thought that they would probably try to post her more against Betnijah, but they didn't. She went down there some. So, she's always going to draw that assignment. And I think she likes the challenge. One of the great things in our season opener was Blake and Arike actually, or Blake and Betnijah kind of fighting in a joking manner over who got to defend Arike down the stretch because they both did such a good job on him. So, we've got some players that want to guard. We didn't consistently guard tonight as well as we could, but I think if we'd have made a few layups, we let our misses on offense dictate, kind of our energy on D. And then when you sub and you play a lot of players, like eventually, you're not going to have a defensive rhythm.
Danny Thompson, we'll start with you. Go ahead, Danny.
Blake, Danny Thompson, the three-point conversion. With 4 games and 7 nights, and this is the 9th game at the start of the season, how is your body feeling right now, and how do you somehow get through 3 more games in the next couple of days?
I'm hurting a little bit right now. 40 minutes is not something I've ever done in this league before, but I pride myself on being fit, so I think I'll be fine for the next couple of games. I think as a team, we're going to take a day off tomorrow, and we're just going to rest as much as we can, and then get back and focus on Phoenix. I think, you just have to recover and get as much treatment and off your feet and do as much scouting and preparation as you can with video rather than practice.
Devontae Hughes, go ahead.
Hey, Blake, Devontae Hughes from Georgia Sports Hospitality and Media. What's your mindset being the kind of go-to player that from Coach Collen, whether it's off the bench or in the starting lineup? What is your mindset going into the games?
My mindset is always to make my teammates better and to defend as hard as possible and just be an energy player and an effort player. And I try to do the little things as much as I can. I might not be like a break-you-down scorer, and I'm a pass-first player. But if I can make our team better and help us win, which is what we're trying to do every night, that's my goal.
Sydney Gibbs, go ahead.
Hey, Blake. Kennedy Carter is kind of known as, y'all's offensive catalyst. And how different was it out there playing without her tonight?
I usually sub in for Kennedy, so I don't play with her very often. So I'm not sure I'm the best person to ask to speak to that. But I think we tried to move the ball and flow through offense as much as possible, just without her scoring and like penetration caliber. It's a little bit different. We need to move the ball side to side more, but I think we struggled with that as the game went on, and that was part of the reason it got a little ugly at the end.
All right. Thanks, Blake. Danny Thompson, go ahead.
Betnijah, Danny Thompson, the three-point conversion. Tonight, defensively, Coach said she had put you on Breanna Stewart, and you held her to 1 of 5 shooting. I know exactly wasn't the team effort, the way you guys wanted this as a team tonight, but assess the way that you played Breanna defensively tonight.
I know that she's their go-to, so I just wanted to be as aggressive as I could, without fouling, just trying to make her uncomfortable, try and keep the ball out of her hands, make her a passer instead of being the one that was attacking us.
If you have a question for B, please raise your hand. I'll call on you. Danny Thompson, we'll go back to you.
Betnijah, every game it seems like your shooting and your offense gets to be more and more refined. How is your confidence level right now? Because normally you're not known as a scorer, but it seems like every game your scoring is getting higher and higher, and you seem much more confident on the floor. How do you feel about your offensive game? Is it matching your defensive game right now?
Yeah, I think that it is. I think that I'm confident on both ends of the floor, and that's come with the confidence that my coach and my teammates have instilled in me. Confidence from practice, the scrimmages that we've had, and just being more comfortable as the games go. Just having that game repetition, knowing that what I'm capable of.
All right, thanks so much.